Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. I am trying to make sure we don't have trolls. Alright, I got it. Here I am. Well, you won't see me for a couple minutes. I'm, of course, still driving to work. And, so yeah. Ugh. How's everybody doing today? It's back to being freezing cold this morning. This past weekend we had like 69 degrees one day, and it was, oh my god, it's so cute. Thank you, Carmela. Look how cute. uh, I'm trying to watch the road, guys, but it was like almost 70 degrees on, I think, Saturday, and then now it's like 44 degrees. So we're back to it being freezing cold outside. Excuse me, I swear, it's like Mondays come too quickly, and I don't like them. We're back to freezing cold too. Yeah, Courtney, it's like all of a sudden it's just back to like somebody turned the switch back on. I thought it was awfully early for it to be this cold, and then I got used to it, and then it's like, nah, and then now we're back to it. So hopefully it evens out for me, I guess. I hate the hair static. That's the one thing I hate about the cold. But, so, who watched Seth's stream last night? I don't even know if I want to touch on it or what I want to say, because everybody gets upset regardless to which side you're on. You shouldn't really be on a side. But a lot of the things that I find to be extremely concerning are different than everybody else. So like, I sometimes do voice my opinion simply to get, I guess, feedback on that. And yeah, so I don't think Seth really knows how to properly talk to people, and I think that's why originally he had hired a PR person, and the PR person was no better than him, but was meant to be a PR person because of the fact that I don't believe Seth knows how to properly speak to people. And I feel sorry for him. I feel sad for him. But at the same time, at this point, it's like, you're not doing anything to change it, and I just don't like how he's treated everybody that's tried to help him. So, I mean, where's Dog? Where's the night crew? Where's, where, like, even though I say that, I would still want to help him if he really needed the help. So like, I don't ever really, even if I criticize something, which it's like, it's human nature to critique things. And, a lot of people just get so upset when you do it, but I don't know how to explain it, because it's like, no matter what you do, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. And you just want to participate as being part of true crime. Well, I know that's how I feel, but ultimately, like, he's got a right to be up there. He said what he needed to say as far as who he called out. I think a lot of the purpose for the video was to out a couple things, because we caught some new tea. Chris and Katie allegedly may not be living in their house, which, okay, I don't know why he wanted to tell us that, but for some reason he definitely wanted us to know that. And then there was another part, I'll think of it in a minute, but so it's like, he did what he did and he said what he said, I think, for certain reasons. A lot of people say he's just, not good at talking, and that he just misses his son, which clearly he misses his son. But I think it's a little bit more, not deviant, but I think it's more, I think he's smarter than people make him out to be. So there's rhyme and reason. And he specifically called out Brandon, the lead detective, I believe it was, and spoke directly to him. And just a couple of stuff, like a couple areas of his whole presentation. I feel sad for him, but at the same time, it's just like you're doing the same thing and expecting the same or different results, and that's literally insanity. I know he wants people to be upset, Christina Rain. It's clear that he wants people to be upset, and like when he pushes more, it's like he gets more backlash. Like, she's got no reason to want to talk to you, especially if you're that pushy to the strangers. Like, I wouldn't want to. I just can't imagine, being in that situation to where my kid is missing, and now I've got to sit here and deal with you, and you're being so forceful. Like, he just, I don't know what it is. He just has always rubbed me the wrong way. I don't think he harmed Sebastian, but I don't think he was as present as he claims to be. I mean, I guess he was as present as he could be for being an every other weekend father. But, I hate that I'm talking on this. I really do. Because it's like, again, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. There are some things that Chris and Katie have said that makes me feel like I think that they know where Sebastian is and what happened to Sebastian because of I know everybody makes a big joke out of the deception deck on the Deception Detective channel, but it's been able to help me visualize the reason for how he spots detection or deception. Deception is a word salad. I think Seth is medicated. And I mean, I don't fault him for that. I don't fault him for that. I think he's medicated. But the one thing recently that we heard, and it's basically because we've been replaying this stuff and re-going over everything, but when Katie was talking to somebody, I think it was recently with the PI, she was saying how there's no way that Sebastian was in the vicinity or the 5-mile radius. They would have found him already and whatnot. Well, my thing with that is that if you really truly are missing your child and you have absolutely no idea where that child is or where they went or how they got there, you're never going to say he's not within this radius, because you don't know that. Just because, you and your crew searched the vicinity and, turned up every rock and stone. No, I know that's 14 months ago, but listen, that actually makes it more concerning to me, because 14 months ago, you knew for a fact that Sebastian wasn't still within the 5-mile radius. How did you know that? How do you know he's not been hurt and unalived and dug up somewhere? Like, that really, that caught my attention so much so that basically, I think they know what happened to that child. I really do. But I don't think that Seth is so in the dark as he claims either. Because if you think about it, Clue pulled out the emails they were all sending back and forth with each other to where they were wanting to take him to a home, which I don't fault them for that. So, I mean, is it possible that he was sent off to a home somewhere until he turned 18? I mean, I just don't know. I don't know. I can't say that Seth doesn't know where he is, because they were all in the same huddle together before all this started. They were all discussing how to treat his behaviorals and what to do and how to do it. And if Sebastian is autistic, I'm not sure if I had a child with that. I'm not sure I could leave him home alone. Yeah, I mean, from his demeanor, what we did get to see of him, he did seem somewhat high functioning. Thank you. I love the little lattes and the little gifts. They're my favorite. Thank you, Carmela. You rock. People have been missing years and found later 50 yards away, you know? Exactly. And that's exactly what makes me really side-eye when his mother is saying he can't possibly be, you know, within the house. Because how do you know that? And if you're truly somebody that wants help and you're truly somebody that doesn't know where your child is, you would want all the help that you can get. You would want the person searching. Like, dig up the freaking 5-mile radius. At that point, thank you, Christina Rain. You rock. I love those. So, that's all that there is really to it. I mean, until somebody speaks or until somebody, Pittsburgh nurse, thank you. Somebody, you know, gets a clue. I mean, I feel like we're kind of at a standstill, and that's depressing because, you know, we get to watch Seth cry about it, which, I mean, he's got that right. He's clearly sad. I would be sad. I mean, you don't know what it feels like, so you can't say you can relate to him, but it's like he's grieving, he's angry. It's like the processes of losing somebody, but he's got this massive platform to do it. And I do believe like all three of them just are questionable. He's just the one that comes out and makes a bigger spectacle of it. And then, you know, Chris makes a point to go out of his way to go when anytime that he's on any panels, he talks about how he doesn't fault Seth and we love Seth and Seth is a good dad. And it's almost like it's almost like, right, exactly, Truth and Justice. That's exactly kind of where I was going to. Thank you, Christina. This hand doesn't have even like 2 of them. They were starting to come off, and I felt like I needed to just start over. You know how when you have nails, they get to a point where they're like, they've outdone their time. They need to be redone, and you don't want to see this hand. But yeah, I'll get a new set once they've kind of just gotten a little bit of fresh air. But thank you, Cindy. I hope you have a beautiful day also. But yeah, so there's that. That's all I really want to touch on that. It's sad. I don't like watching it. It made me uncomfortable to watch because it's like the first part of it's like just, he's like, I haven't gotten talked to my ex-wife. And I'm like, well, you don't have, like, did he throw a temper tantrum anytime he's wanted something in his entire life and then get it or something? I don't know. I'm like, you don't have that right. She doesn't have to talk to you. That's all there is to it. Like, you're not special. You're not. Yeah, I know, Christina. I don't know why I started watching. I actually was watching because Dolly was in the shower and I was just sitting out in the living room trying to start doing orders, and I listened to it. I would never talk to my ex, especially alone. Yeah, but see, if you're missing your kid and you think that they could help you find the kid and that you need to work together to get the kid back, I mean, I would, but not like that. Not almost 2, I mean, it's going to be 2 years now. I feel so bad for them. It sounded like he was crying for his ex-wife. Yeah. Katie agreed one time to talk to Seth with a police presence, and he said no. Yeah, because he's like, it's like he's got ulterior motives. He's like wanting to speak to her for like some kind of closure or something. I don't know. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, I don't. It's just kind of like, all right, dude, like. But then when I seen that Chris wouldn't let Katie talk to the PI alone either, it makes me, I don't know how I feel about that either. Like, is he trying to make sure she doesn't say something she's not supposed to say? Like, are you the handler? I don't know. I don't like any of it. I hate the case. I actually, while Deli was covering it there at the end where he was still covering it every day, I was really not participating because it's just like, there's nothing that I can do that's helpful. Yeah. And then my phone does the thing. My phone does the thing. And it wasn't plugged in, so it wasn't going into the sleep mode. I don't know why it does that. I really don't. Pinkie Pie, I don't think Tony's been around. I don't know where Tony went. That's another thing. Like, he made such a big production of Tony being around, and then he vanished. But he's still trying to sue people on the internet, which doesn't make any sense, because he came here himself. So, I mean, I don't know. He misses his son, but I think he's just wanting the attention and the money. Yeah. I mean, I do think that he's gotten the attention that he's never had in his life. And it was really sad, but I think Katie said he raised 50,000. Wow. See, that's what I mean. And it doesn't help that he's not apparently, like, he's not open with it. So he raises the money and the fundraisers are in other people's name, and then he doesn't share what he does with those, and he's gotten so much money that it's just like, I don't know. I mean, like, what are you doing to help find your son? Like, you can sit here and whine and cry and be sad and angry that you're right, but if you don't have any news to update anybody with as far as what you're doing to help find your son, like, then why are we even giving you attention? Because, I mean, you need attention clearly, but why are we even... I don't know. It's like a train wreck now we're not able to look away from at this point. It's sad. But I gotta go into work, guys. You guys are the best. Thanks for being here with me every morning. 1202 went poop. He latched onto another case now. So much for his empty promises to Seth. Right. I mean, yeah, I believe that. The new Cash App in someone else's name too. He can't have his name. He's trying to get permanent disability. Yeah, see, I believe that. And I mean, that to me is shady behavior. So I ultimately would never want to support with that shadiness. Like, at least be a parent and open to where you're utilizing the money. Like, I don't know. It's just, I don't like it. Hopefully we can find this poor boy, and by a miracle of God that he's alive. I don't know if he is. I don't know. You know, there's no sign of life. There's no sign of not life. So I can't say if he's gone or not. I wouldn't want to put that into the universe either. So I would never go as far as to say, thank you, Christina Rain, for posting that. That's perfect. All of the information, if you happen to find him, see him, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, missing February 26, 24, Hendersonville, Tennessee. He's about to turn 17, December 7th. Ugh, it's just sad. I gotta run, you guys. Have a blessed day, and thank you for being here with me. Bicycle.